Alright, let us discuss how I converted to Islam. I would tell you all the details, but I have to protect my family. And I feel like every revert has things that they can't just like openly share. So I'd like to write a book one day, but inshallah. Anywho, so I converted when I was 17 in January 2020. I had went to private school for all of middle school, and that kind of set up my knowledge because I had studied the Bible in depth, although I hadn't like read it front to back at that time. And I had been raised in a good environment. I also was taught about Islam, but I was taught stereotypes about Islam, unfortunately. So for high school, I can't really go into why, but I had to do homeschool. I did online school. So on top of that, I also had very strict parents. I didn't go out very much. I would say I probably went out like twice a year. So obviously that was very, very difficult for me, and I had a lot of free time on my hands, as you can imagine. So I dove into the Bible. I read it front to back, and then I was at a school event and I saw a Muslim for the first time. Coming from the South, I didn't even know that there were different like ethnicities besides like 3 different ones, okay? So it was like finding a rare exotic bird. And obviously, being the devout Christian I was, and like having been posting like Bible verses on a daily basis on my Instagram and doing Instagram lives, reading the Bible, I was like, I am gonna convert this person. I didn't do a very good job, as you can tell. So basically, I went to the library with my grandma because that was like one of the few times I got to go out. Oop, be careful. And at the library, surprisingly, I found really good resources to study Islam. So I found a book that addressed stereotypes directly, which was kind of wild. It was literally like page 1, jihad does not mean offing yourself for the sake of heaven, basically. I found a really good Quran, which is also very rare. And I picked up some other books too, but those 2 were probably the most impactful. Everything else that I found out about Islam, I found out through studying online. So like YouTube was a main thing. Learning prayers, I used YouTube for. And it kind of started out as like, oh, I'd never do that, but I like the concept of hijab. Oh, I'd never do that, but I like this from the Quran. Oh, I'd never convert, but I like X, Y, Z. Until gradually I was like, okay, so everything in here makes sense, and I don't really know why I'm not Muslim at this point.